Hey there folks, Bobo the Vulture back with some more Let's Play Aerobiz Supersonic-Scenario 2. We're just wrapping up the year 1971 here. So, we're going to start 1972, which is, as you'll recall, a new and exciting year for airplane introductions. The L-1011 TriStar and the Tupolev Tu-154. Dragon engine negotiations with Okay, UK Air is expanding pretty well. Oh, see, they're losing money on some of their routes. See, we've got such long routes. I was really hoping that required rice to 5 slots in Athens. Okay. I tell you what, I'm really excited to learn about these new and exciting planes. It's the return of Lockheed, folks. Remember the Super Constellation? Whew. 80,000. I mean, not as expensive as the 747, but not as big a seating capacity. It also doesn't have even the range of the... Let's see what they say. Oh, they won't even tell me about it because I don't have enough money to buy one. What a bunch of jerks. You know, I'm an airline, I might eventually want to buy one, but now I'm not going to. And, just between you, me, and the wall, folks, nobody else did either. Ooh! I'm not lying, folks. They only made about 250 of those over the course of like a decade. Yeah, it's essentially the exact same as DC-10, except not as good range. Yeah, forget that, and slightly more expensive. Now, but they were late to the party with the wide-body airliners. You know, the 747 was already out, the DC-10 was already out, and it didn't bring anything new to the table. The Lockheed L-1011 TriStar was the last civilian airplane that Lockheed ever made. They continue making to this day military aircraft, but they just weren't finding any money in the civilian market. Let's take a look at this new Tupolev. Not this Tupolev, the new Tupolev. The Nupolev. Well, the extended Tu-134 is 3-engine medium-haul aircraft, perfect for your regional flights. It's not really, though. But yeah, it's basically a variation of the 134. It's just a little bigger. But yeah, here we go, folks. Time to enter into the world of 1972. It's interesting. Now I'm like, you know, splitting all these up by year. I'm thinking of all the things that happened in any individual year. 1972, actually, as it turns out, was a big year for video games. The Magnavox Odyssey came out, which was the first home video game console. Yeah, I mean, you can check out, like, the Angry Video Game Nerd review of it. I mean, you can see that it was not... oh, well, hey. Flights into Washington from LA. Those flights, some of those flights might be going, yeah. They're going pretty well. So, Mexico City to LA. We're not selling out flights from Mexico City to LA. That's like our... LA to New York. Okay, LA to New York is going. LA to Mexico City. Yeah. Okay, so I need some more slots. I would like very much to have more slots. Well, wait a minute. First, maybe we can try to establish a route in Europe. Do we have enough money? We don't have enough money to open the new route. This is ridiculous, folks. Ridiculous. I'm not saying it's a little strange. I'm saying it's ridiculous. I'm going to eventually... Oh, we already got somebody... Yeah, somebody's already in that city negotiating. I'm sorry, Snidely Whiplash. I didn't mean to have you duplicating work. How about this flight? It will leave here with Romans. No, you know what? Let's get more flights out of the U.S. The U.S. is an untapped wilderness right now, at least as far as this airline simulation goes. Actually, hang on a second. I have an idea. I know, I must seem awfully scattered to you folks. What is the range of the 737? 1,500 miles. Okay. Good to know, good to know, good to know. Now, sorry, wrong button. Now we go from... Ah, too long. How about to... No, Miami. I kind of feel like putting those 737s to work. Because right now they're just sitting there. I mean, I'll tell you folks right now, if I can avoid it, I'm not going to buy any more of them. Not after what they did to me in the first video. That is exactly 1,500 miles. I'll be able to use them in that route. And I'll be able to use them in my route to Rome. But let's go back to the U.S. again and try some more routes. Maybe a route to Honolulu. We're not going to need this many slots probably, but we might as well get them. What's it going to do? What's it going to do, brother? Okay, so again, not much more we can do in this turn, folks. Since, you know, the Lockheed TriStar didn't look especially enticing, and nothing from Tupolev's looks enticing, ever. Ever, I say. Or does it? We'll find out in future editions of this Let's Play, I'm sure. But yeah, the Magnavox Odyssey came out in 1972. Pong came out. I mean, Atari was formed as a company in 1972. So, yeah, the video game industry just really sort of dawned right about now. I mean, I guess there was Tennis for Two, which was some kind of video game played on an oscilloscope that came out before any of that stuff. But, ooh, okay, I'm starting to make some money. Not anywhere near the amount of money Dragon is making. But, yeah. Alright, first quarter, 1972. Not bad. Second quarter, go! Man, Dragon is doing really well. I wish I were Dragon. Suppose I could have tried to start the scenario being in, Tokyo. But, no. I decided I was going to do something different. I decided I wanted a challenge. I was going to start in Mexico City. 11 slots in Los Angeles. Good, good. Alright, let's go to Los Angeles. Don't stop pressing them. We need even more slots. You negotiate with them. I don't trust Skippy. Get me more slots. Now, I'm just going to sort of hope and pray here that, well, first of all, let's see how the Tokyo route, not doing great. The LA, New York route, of course, going swimmingly, as you would expect. Okay, yeah, Mexico City to LA, now going well again. Let's go ahead and add in at least those two flights, because otherwise it's just unused potential. Because the plane's already going there. The plane can do the flights. We might as well put the flights in there if we got the slots. Now, let's see if I can get a flight to London from Los Angeles. Do I have the cash? I do. And I have a 747. That is the fare. Let's go ahead and open it. Let's go ahead and open this route. This route will start to make us money. Little bits of money. But every little bit helps, you know? You need drops in a bucket to eventually have a full bucket. This is the philosophy we're working with, because it's all we've got. Yeah. Eventually I'm gonna need more slots back home here in Mexico City, so yeah, why don't you go do that, Skippy? I can trust you to talk to the folks in Mexico City. How many slots? Oh, 3 months. Please don't hurt me. Okay. So we've got all our agents out there in the field, fighting for their meals, putting their backs into their living. Good stuff. Wait a minute. Where are all of my 747s going? And how is this route doing? Mexico City to London still not doing great. Oof. Yeah. Alright. We'll stop it here for right now, because I don't have enough money for any more big airliners. Not until I get the New Maze, currently the hotspot for tourists. Not until I get some of my big regional flights in New York going to generate me some cash. Trade in your junk jewelry and gold for cash. I'm not even #1 in the US. I'm #1 in South America, and that's it. Oh, I'm a failure. Failure. I'm a failure. I'm not doing as bad as Aussie, but yeah, I'm being beaten up by UK Air and Dragon. I guess, folks, this must just show you the difficulty difference between starting in a really, really good starting city on the second to hardest difficulty level and starting in an okay city in the hardest difficulty level. Either that or I'm playing much worse, which is possible too. I mean, you know, I don't claim to be a wizard. Alright, third quarter of 1972. See, the years are just starting to slip right by. "14 slots in Mexico City. Way to go, Skippy. 9 slots in New York. Good job." Alright. We need to get those flights moving. Only 33% full? Criminy, people! What are you guys trying to pull here? Let's add one more plane, and then, yeah. Should be able to get some more good money out of that. We're hoping like heck, anyway. Alright, 54,000. That's still not going to be enough to get me the route to Athens, is it? No. It's not even worth sending these guys out, because all they're going to do is negotiate for airport slots that I won't then have the... Well, wait a second. I mean, she might as well negotiate for more slots in Athens, so once we have the flight, I'll be able to open up more. Still in all, this seems ridiculous. Ridiculous. How are my other flights in North America doing? The New York to Washington. Flights going back and forth to the Watergate Hotel. 1972, also the year of the Watergate scandal. Watergate scandal being when a bunch of dudes, cronies of Richard Nixon's, broke into the Watergate Hotel, which was the headquarters of the Democratic National Committee. The guys that were basically whose job it was to get somebody other than Richard Nixon elected in the next election. They broke in a couple times in the Watergate Hotel trying to find documents. And it took 2 whole years from that happening for Nixon to actually resign. The overall investigation and everything else kept going for that long. Although, you know, he's still the only guy to ever resign, so. Anyways, let's end it for this quarter. I got nothing else I can be doing right now. Jeez, Dragon. Maybe they got the right idea. Maybe I'm going too big with these 747s. I should be using DC-8s. Maybe I'm being cursed by Lord Xenu. Well, okay, still getting more flights in, not the maximum. Jeez, I'm not making any money off it though. I know, whine, whine, whine. Alright, let's get into the last quarter of 1972. Tunisia wants aid, eh? I have $81,830,000. What does Tunisia want? That's enough. Tunisia is poor, and the area around the airport is underdeveloped. You want 83 million, huh? Well, I have almost 82 million. I'll back the project. Oh, you won't accept my almost as much money as you wanted. Haha. As much as we'd like to help, we just can't afford to at this time. I see. I'll go elsewhere then. I'm sorry. Well, at long last, I could afford my route into Athens. I think. Yes, just barely. Give me those friggin' 737s. Put them in there. That is the rate. Let's start the route. Return to base. Reform our ranks. Okay. So, we've got a new route, and now we have $800,000. Can you imagine an airline trying to operate on less than $1 million? That is what my airline, Bobo Air, is doing right now. Operating with less than $1 million at hand. Or on hand. Or around hand. We're not even filling up flights to New York now. Boo. Well, here, let's do this. Now, let's press start to view the competition. It's because they are offering a sale, folks. That's fine. We will offer a bigger sale with more flights. You can't beat that, customers. Potential customers. Come on, customers, please. Alright. Anyway. Maybe we'll be able to make money doing some of these things. Here. Snidely. Why don't you go over here and see whether or not you can get some more slots out of Los Angeles. How many slots? Nah. Oh boy, we're about to run out of slots in New York. I think we're about to run out of slots in New York, folks. You know what's going to happen when that happens? I don't. I feel failure on the horizon. Yeah, it's not even worth sending you guys out. Yeah, the 1970s is a really depressing time to be running an airline, it seems like. All your airplanes are getting hijacked, and that That's not actually simulated in this game, folks. We have one non-profitable business venture. Shall I conduct the meeting? Well, yeah, I guess probably better than letting Snidely Whiplash do it. Yes. Let's discuss opening new routes. Tokyo. No! London and Munich. I've heard worse ideas, but no. Yeah, it would be nice to open those routes. Let's adjust now. Yeah, let's discuss our plane holdings. We should buy more 747-200s. Would you like to go and ask them whether or not they'll sell them to us for $800,000? Mary Jane, you're not answering me. I think we need more 727s. You're also right. Your idea is capital, my good man. But again, money. Holding planes in reserve makes it easier to open more routes or increase the number of flights. Aha! Yes, now let's discuss the business ventures. We own 3 business ventures. And oh, I see. We made no money this past quarter because apparently our business ventures didn't. And we're entirely dependent on them. Alright. I think it's time to bring this chapter of Aerobiz Sonic to a hopefully somewhat merciful end. Unfortunately, either I wasn't paying attention or it doesn't look like we're going to have any new sexy, exciting airplane introductions this next year. But yeah, this is actually, at least the way the game plays this out, this is actually a really difficult time for the airline industry. I don't know how well it, and apparently a difficult time for Tunisia. I don't know how accurate it is to, you know, how things actually were for the airline industry at the time, but we just don't seem to be making any money. And we're having emergency landings on our flights from Mexico City to Lima. Thankfully, though, there are 2 different things that can happen there. You can have an emergency landing like that, or you can have a crash. And in the crash, they will specifically tell you, don't worry, nobody got hurt, but you don't have that plane anymore. Oh, Saipan is the hotspot for tourists. The expansion to Hong Kong. Oh, great. Dragon is doing so well, that airport is already expanding rapidly. I don't even have the most inter-regional flights. Oh, woe and pain. But I've expanded into Europe. I got that going. That is a boost, a plus, a thing. I'm thinking if anybody wins this... Oh! And I've snagged #1 in North America away from UK Air. I guess my little sale worked. Although, geez, look at how much money Dragon is making compared to any of the rest of us. I'm now making more than any of the other little peon airlines, but we're all still little peon airlines compared to the might of Dragon. I'm thinking if I can't get things turned around... Sorry, don't know why all of a sudden my voice is going. I'm thinking Dragon might be the ones to take it all. Oh well. But coming up next time, folks, the good people at Bobo Air will endeavor harder than before, harder than ever, to, I don't know, accomplish something. I'm Bobo the Vulture, and I thank you very much for watching. Bye now.